Hunting in grizzly bear country can present some unique, fascinating, and sometimes challenging experiences. Hunters should realize that they are predisposed to sudden encounters and conflicts with bears. Quietly pursuing game in the field, masking human scent, moving into the wind, and being active during dusk and dawn increase the probability of a hunter surprising a bear at close range, and in turn, a bear behaving defensively. Also, activities such as handling a game carcass in the field or in camp and calling elk may attract a bear. Despite these predispositions, with preparation and the proper knowledge, there are many ways that a hunter can avoid conflicts with bears in the field.
The best way to minimize risk while hunting is to understand bear behavior and bear biology.
In fall, bears enter a state of hyperphagia, which is an increased appetite for and consumption of food. This is necessary to build enough fat reserves to survive the winter in hibernation, when a bear will go 4 to 6 months without eating. As a result, bears tend to remain more active throughout the day in their search for food. This information is relevant to hunters because it helps us understand why there is an increased chance of encountering a bear in the fall. Hunters are also more likely to encounter bears near the food sources that are available during this time of year. Learn to recognize these food resources and avoid these areas when possible. If the area is unavoidable, the hunter should exercise extreme caution and know what to do in the case of an encounter. The availability of natural bear foods vary from year to year and location to location. Common fall food sources are whitebark pine stands, squirrel caches of whitebark seeds, and a variety of wild fruit and berries. Whitebark pine is located at high elevations and generally identified by its open canopy shape, 5-needle clusters, and small maroon cones. Bears often take advantage of whitebark pine nuts cached by squirrels. Berries are widely available throughout the moister areas of Wyoming and easily identified by the different colored fruit. Keep in mind that gut piles and harvested game animals are also significant food sources for a bear. Avoid areas where you know an animal was recently harvested. The presence of ravens and other scavengers is a good indication that carcasses or gut piles are nearby. When a bear is not eating, it will most likely be resting. Bears often bed in heavy cover or timber during the day. Keep this in mind while you are silently stalking through deadfall or in heavy cover. Be aware that you may surprise a sleeping bear in these situations. It is a good habit to always remain alert and watchful. Learn to recognize different kinds of bear sign. These grizzly bear tracks, for instance, are a clear indication that a bear has been in the area. The presence of scat and diggings are also good indicators of recent bear activity. Examining scat contents can help you identify what bears are eating. Remaining alert and vigilant for bear activity can be difficult for hunters. In the field, it's easy to get tunnel vision, especially when you are closing the distance between you and that bull elk. You should always hunt with a partner and within sight of each other. If you do encounter a bear, you are safer in a group. Bears are less likely to challenge a group of people than a lone person. Traveling in groups significantly decreases the odds of a bear attack, and in the rare case of an attack, a partner could be a lifesaver. Archery hunting and calling elk in the fall is an extraordinary experience. If you are planning a hunt in grizzly bear country, there are a few things you need to be aware of specific to archery hunting. In most situations, bears will avoid humans. Many archers do not realize, though, that the things we do to attract elk, like bugling and cow calling, may also attract a bear. When calling, be aware that you are mimicking a prey species and that bears can be attracted to the sound of calls. To complicate the situation, bow hunters usually wear camouflage clothing and often use scent masking or scent eliminating products that are likely to increase the odds that a bear may not recognize you as a human. To minimize your risk, always call with a partner and remain alert. Try to avoid tunnel vision. Have a defense readily available. In the wild, bears seek out carrion to utilize as a food source, so it's not surprising that a bear may be attracted to a game animal you have successfully harvested. To avoid conflicts over a carcass, it is critical to remain vigilant while field dressing the animal. Have your hunting partner act as a sentinel to watch for an approaching bear while you concentrate on field dressing your game. Both you and your partner should have a defense ready. If you must leave the carcass for any amount of time, separate the carcass from the gut pile with as much distance as possible and place the carcass where you can view it from a distance when you return. The best way to minimize conflicts over a carcass is to pack and remove the game meat out of the field as quickly as possible. If the carcass must be left overnight, it is best to quarter and hang the carcass in a tree at least 10 feet from the ground and 4 feet from the trunk. If you must leave the carcass on the ground, place it in plain view. This way, when you return, you can easily see if a bear is on it or if it has been disturbed prior to making your approach. If no disturbance can be detected, approach the carcass upwind and make sufficient noise to alert a bear of your presence. Placing something conspicuous on the carcass may help you detect if there has been a bear at the carcass. If you detect disturbance from a distance, or if the carcass has been buried, a bear has probably been to the carcass or may be bedded nearby. Play it safe. Never attempt to scare a bear off of a carcass it is claimed. Adding this knowledge to your outdoor wisdom will help you safely recreate in bear country.